Hi everybody, this is Cindy from Ideas Times 2. Welcome back to our channel. A couple of months ago I was scrolling on Pinterest and saw a journal, junk journal, or maybe it was a planner, I don't know, that used a clear cover, and it was so cute, and all I saw was the front, and I thought I wanted to give that a try. So of course I did what most of us do. I went right away to Amazon to see if I could find some covers, and I did. I found these awesome clear plastic covers with the clip, I don't know what these are called, the ring clips, and it's about 7.5 inches tall, about 5 inches wide, I think. A little less than 5 inches wide, about 4 3/4 inches. Has a snap closure already, and then 6 rings. And I thought it'd be fun to do a project, and so I bought a few. I shared some with my sister, and she made one already and has it in our Etsy shop, and it's adorable, and I was inspired by hers, and so I thought I've got to make one. So this weekend I decided that's what I was going to do. So a little bit about the planner cover here. Like I said, I got it on Amazon. It came in a 4-pack. I don't think they were individual. I think they came in packs of like 2, 4, and 8 or something like that. Not too expensive, and they feel pretty good quality. And I bought 4. I gave 2 to Betsy, and I am inspired and to do one today with you. So what I thought we'd do today is maybe make some journal pages and maybe the cover. And so I'll show you what I already have done. And I just made my theme, as you might guess, is Alice in Wonderland. And I made a planner, and it's for the next 2 years, 2025 and 2026, and contacts in the back, and a place for notes. And I just I bought the planner and just covered it with some paper, Alice in Wonderland paper. So I have that done. I have some waterfall, hopefully. Hopefully my measurements worked. But these are going to be waterfall or cascading down the page, and they're just small journaling cards. This one I'm not too sure about, and I could maybe use some help. I wanted to do like a concertina on the back, and I had deliberately glued it on before I sewed, which I did on all of them so that I could sew on both sides simultaneously. But now that I have it on here, I'm not sure I like it. And I can still, of course, rip this off fairly easily and recover it. But if you have an idea of what I could do, I'd appreciate it to maybe fix that a little bit. So there's the first one, the second waterfall, and they should come down like this if I did it right. Here's the third one, the pocket on the back with some ephemera, and then the one on the bottom has a pocket on the front and a little journaling spot on the back. And they should cascade like this when I put them in the journal, and just flip like that. Fingers are crossed on that. And I have some other pages that are done, and although I feel like this one needs some sewing on it, so I may sew on it. Probably will sew on it. And then I have some lined paper, some unlined paper, a book page. I'm going to put some coffee stain paper on the back. This page didn't bother me too much, but it's called the Beechwood Sickener. I thought that deserved to be covered. And just a bunch of little things, book pages, Alice in Wonderland coloring book, a big pocket. I'll put a tag in there. But it's coming along. I haven't been working on it too much. Put those to the side. But I thought maybe I'd start with the covers. I'm doing the front and back covers with these file folders and I'm going to embellish them fairly heavily to make them nice and sturdy as the front and back covers. So I have some ideas of what I want to do, but I'm going to start with inking. There's no particular reason why I did not coffee stain this. I kind of wish I had, but sometimes the pages get so warped that they wind up being a little bulkier than what I want, because that little journal cover isn't very wide. So I think Betsy's had 50-some pages. Well, I know it had 50-some pages, like 54, 58 pages. So I've got some fabric. Here's a sprayed index card. It has a lot of gold on it, and I was kind of thinking maybe adding a touch of that because I'm going to use this for my cover, I think. I found this great coloring book a couple of years ago for $1.49 at Ollie's. I'd never been there before, never even heard of it until the day Betsy and I went. And I had so many books. And I'm going to use this as well. And it's also on the side. I'm going to use that as well. Maybe some of these red hearts. I think I'll probably use one of those on the cover, probably the heart. And I still have pages of the coloring book left, but it's starting to get pretty pretty used up. I'm going to tear the edges instead of cut, I think. It's kind of more my style. And I'm making this to put in the shop, so in a lot of ways it doesn't matter what my style is, because it matters what the style of the buyer is. But I like torn edges. I hope everybody's doing okay, doing well, enjoying some nice fall weather, I hope. It's beautiful here in Fredericksburg. Fall's definitely here, but at the same time, it's almost like winter at night, and then beautiful 70 degrees during the day and about 35 at night. And I like fall. I like cold weather, so I'm looking forward to winter. We haven't had any snow days at school really the last few years. I'm kind of hoping this year. And the long-term forecast for this area is indecisive. But I'm hopeful. I'm always hopeful. Okay, it's a little big. I'm going to have to cut down in a few spots. Or punch holes in. And I was kind of expecting that. In our Etsy shop right now, we have a lot of fun stuff for that would be great for Christmas presents if you're in the mood to go shopping, and check out our shop. Almost there. Try to maintain as much integrity in the picture as possible. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then I'll have to hole punch just a little bit. Yeah, I think this is a fun little project. Now, you don't have to use planner covers just for planners. You can use them for journals as well. So especially if you're new to journaling and you're not really sure what, how to make covers or even what kind of, where to start. We have a lot of tutorials on our site for different kinds of covers, but this is a really easy way to start. You maybe have a planner, an old planner laying around. You can empty it out and embellish the cover, and away you go. So the book page I'm using is from a cheap copy of Alice in Wonderland. A couple of dollars I picked up on Amazon. And let me tell you, I've got my money's worth out of it. I have made quite a few Alice journals and use pages from that pretty regularly. It's just a little paperback, all the original pictures and whatnot. And you can see I've used it a lot. Actually, before I glue, let me think on this fabric here. I have two fabrics that I took out thinking I might use, and this is Alice in Wonderland fabric, as you can see. I thought it was adorable. I got just a yard of it, I think, and have used it, made fabric covers out of it, and used it in layering for covers and for all sorts of things in journals, but I didn't like it with this as much as kind of like this little gingham. It kind of reminded me of the bow, and it's in the same color family, so I'm going to go with this one. But, so as you can see, really no plan in mind other than just some things I thought would look good. And let's see. Just tear a piece off. And I like my edges raw and scraggly and thready. So this side I'll have to kind of scraggly it up myself. I don't really dare, I think, tear this. It's going to wind up shrinking the size a little too much, but there we go. I think that's good, and I do like it like with that. You're getting some insight into my thought process on how I work. I change my mind a lot. And then I brought this out. I thought there's maybe a little corner of gold, but I think it's too orangey. So I'm going to discard this. And I don't think I have really any, I'm really not a gold sparkly kind of person, so I generally don't have a lot of those kinds of colors. But maybe there's something in my stash of Alice in Wonderland things. Just a little something to add a little color, little texture. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we've got going on here. right, and I was thinking of putting the title, of course. Everybody gotten their Christmas journals done yet? Getting ready for the holidays? Okay, I think I have to do this in two. I'm glad you were able to join me today. Well, craft with me. I have this one too, which I kind of like that better. I don't know, what do you think? I like it because of the black. I don't know. What do you think? Kind of getting there, I think. All right. Let's go ahead and start gluing stuff down. And I'm going to sew over this as well. So I'm going to put this right to the edge, but then I'm going to go ahead and repunch those holes once everything is dry. And the fabric, actually, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to glue, I don't know what's gotten into my cat today. She's restless. I'm going to glue this down first, that way when I glue this down I can make sure the glue is only where the rabbit is. Otherwise the glue seeps through and I think that looks terrible. I know some people don't mind, but I do. I mind. Jaunty angle, I think, right? And obviously I've got this going over the edge a little bit. It's okay because it'll still fit. And I'm just going to put this on a little scrap here. have some lace over here too that I was keeping handy in case I wanted to add some lace, but I don't think I need it on the cover. I have a bunch of charms as well that I'll be adding. Throughout the journal, so I may add some here to the cover. So not a lot of layers, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to sew. I always think sewing makes a difference, and so I'm going to do that right now. Well, maybe in a minute when my glue dries, but I'll be right back. Okay, I am not done by any stretch of the imagination, but there's my cover, and I just sewed. I did some wonky stitching, as you can see, and I think it looks pretty good. I'm going to add maybe a little something, a charm or something down here, probably on the bottom. So I have some dangly things hanging out. And on the inside, like I said, it's not done, but I've got lined paper, coffee stained paper. Here's a book page that it's a pocket on the other side. I'll probably put something like that in there after I embellish it. Here's the cascading, I don't know what you would call these, but these little cascading pages. I think they turned out really well. Except for this one, I still think I may do some changing up on that one. And I'm going to add some pockets and stuff to this flip. Put some coffee stained paper on the back, and you can see all I have left to do. A lot. But I do think it's turning out pretty well. And then I have this as well that will go with it. I'm not sure about maybe making a gusseted pocket or something for this to go on the inside or something, but I think it's starting to take shape. So thank you for joining me today while I just did a little bit of this and that in this project. It's always nice to have somebody to craft with, and I appreciate you joining me today for that. So have a good week, and I will see you later. Bye-bye, everybody.